Yes, it's still printing. 70%, 7 hours later. 30% to go. No, it hasn't run out of plastic yet. It might make it. Special tool, clutch alignment tool, 38003170. Probably preceded with MT, because most of the parts are M as in Michael, T as in Tom. Doesn't exist. There's the tool. No splies, just roundness. That's what we're making over there, because this tool doesn't exist. Now let's go to the release bearing. Right here they talk about, use a hydraulic press, blah blah blah. Okay, so what you're trying to do is you're trying to hold onto this and push this out, or vice versa, however you want to do it. Here's mine. It has been pressed out. So notice it was pressed out. Get off there. I gotta put the phone down. That's stuck. Hold on. Okay. So notice it came off like this. Okay. There is a difference here. See that big slope on the front? Okay. So this is the front. The other side is the back that goes on here. Got it? That's the back. That's the front that goes towards the clutch. Now, what I did to get this off, and I don't think you need a press. I'm gonna leave it off for a second. What I did was I put it in my press, and I supported this on the press. And then I had a big socket I put through here that was just almost too big, but it was the right size. And so that hit that. So as I pressed it, it pressed that bottom piece out of the top piece, see? Now, did I need a hydraulic press? No, I used my fingers on the jack and it just pumped right out. So more than likely, I could have just put this on a 2x4s and got something big enough like a socket and just hammered on it. Probably would have popped right out. If it doesn't, you probably need a press. They say you need a press, but I didn't need a press. It just came right out of there. Okay, so you might be able to just tap it out. Now, that bushing, they don't call for that to be replaced. And I ordered one. It won't be here till Wednesday, which could hold the project up an extra 2 days. I ordered it because I didn't know how that related to getting that off. So it doesn't really need to be replaced. This bushing, this is sitting on the shaft moving back and forth with your foot. There's no grease, no lubricants, and you don't put any grease or lubricants in here when you assemble it, or it's going to fly around and get in the clutch. It's got to go in dry. So I'm assuming, and I'm going to tell you I know, that this bushing is a slight bit oversized for the shaft, so that it can't possibly get, tight onto the shaft. It probably would just want to jump up and down and around on the shaft. What it's there for is for when you put pressure on it to push it, it wants to tilt, right? And so all that pressure would be on the bearing or up in front here. So they put this bushing in here to help keep it from tilting. So it's a wear bushing. In addition to wearing out that bushing by riding the clutch, or wearing out that bearing by riding the clutch, you're going to wear out that bushing. So if we were to really get in here and inspect it and measure it, I imagine that I can actually see it's got a little bit of wear. The other thing is, I think it's got a crack in it. Look, looks like it's cracked right there at the bottom. I wasn't sure before, but yeah, it looks like it's got a crack. So we're going to replace that. And to do that, we're going to drive it out so it comes out this way. I'll do the same thing, support this, find a socket that fits in here and hits that, because I got a little bit of a lip there I can grab, and we're going to push that out and replace that bushing. So yeah, inspect yours and see if it's got, because there's no way that it's supposed to have that line there. Where is it? Let me get out in the sun, maybe we can see it better. Hold on. I saw that earlier, but I wasn't sure if it was a crack or... But most, it's pretty good straight line. Wonder if it's supposed to be there. I guess we'll know when we get the new one. Now I'm out in the sun, I can't see anything. So, maybe it's not a crack. Maybe it's supposed to be there for some weird reason. Well, we got a new one coming in and we'll know. It does look like it does look like it's goes all the way through there at the bottom. Anyhow, we'll find out. But as this thing is engaged and disengaged, it's going to tilt. And like I said, this ride's loose on the shaft, but it's going to get some wear. I can already see it's It's got some wear at the bottom there, so we're going to replace it. Book doesn't tell you to replace it though, but I'm going to replace it. To put this back together, remember the slope is the front. It says use hydraulic press. Well, maybe you have to, maybe you don't. I think you can just drive it on there. And it seats all the way back, as far back as it'll go.